You're watching round 2 of the Swatch Women's Pro. Bianca Buitendag versus Bethany Hamilton. Wild card versus the world title threat. Incredible matchup. Chris Cote here with Ross Williams. So round 2, heat number 3. You might be wondering, why are we starting in heat number 3? Ross, give us the explanation as to why we're kind of jumping ahead.
Well, we still had to finish up because we ran out of time last night with heat 6 of round 1, and because there was possibilities with seeds, we didn't know where that was going to fall. So instead of waiting around for a break, maybe 20 minutes to figure that out, we're going to jump straight into a heat that's already set with the seeds. So we know that Bianca would be the number 1 seed, and number 12 seed would be Bethany. So we're going to get action going with heat 3. And right out of the gates, our number 1 seed in this round, Bianca Buitendag from South Africa. She is known for her backhand. Very sharp and confident, and she has great timing. She just never seems to rush anything. Maybe a slightly missed time, but also, you know, I'm going to give everyone slack this morning because it is high tide. It's a little slopey out there. So not the sharpest surfing ever, but it's a solid start. And Bethany Hamilton, there's that handle. You could see she used it as she stood up. She needs to have really good wave selection. You know, some of these waves out here are tricky. You can see that left obviously didn't hold up for her. It closed out. Because it takes her just 1 or 2 seconds extra to stand up, she needs to have that great pace. So wave selection is key for Bethany.
In this second heat of the day, Bianca Buitendag's first wave, an 8.5, a massive score to drop. As we look out into the water right now, the biggest sets we've seen yet in competition rolling through here at lower Trestles. This is what we've been watching all morning, and to get involved, it's Bethany Hamilton fading back, a left-hander, and that thing just kind of shouldered off and wasn't going to give her any scoring potential. That leaves Bianca Buitendag out the back, and she is in a good position for the last wave of this set. Yeah, so Strider, looking in the water, any difference out there for you from your angle as we see Bethany, she's going left. Strider's going to get a nice view of this from the other side. Opening carve, strong for Bethany Hamilton. Now she's kind of getting to work a little bit. This is her first real scoring potential wave. So Strider, in watching that wave, rights, lefts, have you seen anything that kind of tells you which way is going to give you the better scoring potential?
You know, what was it like when she got the call up to get this wild card for such a prestigious event?
She's going. She was really stoked. I was really surprised, and she just put it into a whole nother gear as far as getting in shape and training and motivation. Yeah.
Well, obviously she had to put it in another gear. She recently, a new mom, a beautiful addition to the family, a baby boy. You know, how's that adjustment been?
It's been a little bit difficult. Tobias was a little rough the first couple months. He had a colic situation, so he was keeping him up quite a bit, and he wasn't a real happy baby, but now he's turned the corner. He's much better.
They've reeled down the line, given her the opportunity for multiple turns for those big combinations that the judges are looking for. 8-5 and a 7-6. She has just broken this heat wide open.
Yeah, and you know, and these were in her sleep, to be honest. You can see she hasn't really stepped on the gas too much. Just smooth surfing, nice timing. We talked about Bianca and how, you know, she's pretty tall, and she uses that to her advantage. She has great leverage. She throws a lot of spray. So 16 10 points, no worries for her. But for Bethany, for me, I feel like she probably had a strategy going into this heat. She probably saw some great lefts, so she said, I'm going to go out there and find those. But you have to be flexible. You have to be able to change your plan, and right now she seems like she's dropped anchor over there, but she should switch it up.
Of course, we all know the story. She's only paddling with one arm, which is so difficult. She's in, she's up, and she's got a bomb. Nice right-hander, cranks it off the bottom. Beautiful backside snap. You hear the crowd just going wild for that turn. Now that's justifiable. That was a beautiful opening turn, and straight up, upside down through the backside turn. Thank you. Bethany Hamilton has arrived.
Amazing. And that's that talent we were hoping she'd tap into. For me, that was the best maneuver so far this heat. That first turn, she threw a lot more spray than we've seen so far. The wave was beautiful. It was steep. She tagged it right on the money. The only bummer, she only had the 2 moves.
Yeah, the judges right now, they got to take this, I mean, this first turn, that's the money turn. This is what they're going to be really looking at.
Watch the spray out the back. Boom. You know, Bianca was watching that like, Bethany is, she came to play. Little check turn in between, so she actually got 2.5 turns there.
I like that last turn. That was critical.
It was critical, and she got up in the lip, which is always good. You know, mix it up. That first turn, though, was so sharp. You know, I just love that she threw buckets out the back, and then again, she hit the lip right there. Vertical little hammer. So, I mean, the only bummer for the judges that, you know, she left a little door open just with the last only 2 maneuvers, 2.5 maneuvers. So, but I think she's definitely back into things. She'll break the combo.
Chris Cote here with Ross Williams, and we've got a heat on our hands. Bethany Hamilton struggled early, but now bouncing back with a 7.53, taking her out of combo position. Now she needs an 8.57 to get back in this heat. She's going to go back over to the lefts. And she's got a nice little medium-sized left-hander, big power turn to open it up. So a little bit more wall to work with this left. Nice ender for Bethany Hamilton. Of course, every time she stands up, the crowd goes wild. But again, it's not for nothing. She's working out there.
Yeah, she really is, and she has to be careful and make sure she at least improves on that 7.53. Kind of a small left, surfed nicely, but I'm not sure she's going to really better her situation. So at this point, you know, she really has to pay attention to the quality of the waves. See a smaller left-hander here, but again, she is on a roll now. You can definitely see she's found that magic that we've been looking for. Nice little pivot there, little snap. And that was easily her best turn, that last whip under the hook there for Bethany. But again, I'll be surprised if that betters her 7.5. Now, you can have what they call paddle battles. So if, let's say, Bianca, she has priority. She kicks out, she catches a wave and kicks out right in front of Bethany. If she beats her to the top of the peak outside, she can regain that priority. So, you know, that outside position where the surfers are taking off, that's what dictates who gains priority. If you get there first, it's your turn.
All right, here we go. 5 minutes, 40 seconds. Bianca Buitendag behind a big section on her backhand, speeding down the line. Now she's in the proper position. Big backside jam. Comes around this section, back into the open face. Uses that long body to really carve through her turns and really extend and whip with her legs. Nice wrapping cut back into the whitewater. So again, Ross, it's easy to say from up here, oh, she should have gone on that first one. Well, when you're sitting out in the lineup, again, we can't reiterate enough. Free surfing out here, you're dealing with 400 people. It's hard to choose when you're out there by yourself.
It's shifty. It moves around a little bit, and it can catch you off guard, but Bethany Hamilton was on a split peak, so while Bianca was going to town on that right, Bethany picked up this little chip shot left. And as you can see, she is pivoting all over the joint. Really sharp angles, and I love the fact that she's mixing it up a little bit. You can see she tried to blast her fins free right there, but she came unstuck, and I have a feeling that Bianca is going to improve her score line. Right now, she's trying to get rid of a 7.6, but that just regained the heat in terms of the best turn so far. I really love that first turn of Bethany, but that one right there, a lot of spray. She hit the perfect part of the section, nice and steep, really committed, so, you know, I have a feeling she's going to better that 7.6. They want to see optimize the surf.
Again, Bianca Buitendag, and you know, she has felt no pressure as far as the paddle battle out the back from Bethany, and she's just, you know, every wave that she's caught, well, that one kind of went contradictory to what we were just saying, but every wave she's caught, she's capitalized on, and she hasn't felt any, you know, you want your competitor to feel your presence in the lineup. I just don't think Bianca has felt Bethany, you know, giving her any pressure out in the lineup, because she kind of knows at this point Bethany's really looking left. All right, here we go. Here's where I want to eat my words. Bethany Hamilton on a right, opens it up. Nice turn, a little smaller wave, but good wall on the inside. Nice second turn. It's fitting in 3 solid maneuvers. Bethany Hamilton, unfortunately, going down on her third turn. Maybe just trying to add a little too much on that third wave. Her last scoring wave of 5.6. She still needs an 8.57. Not out of the question, but with 1 minute 30 seconds to go, she's in a tough spot right now.
I really thought, you know, she was going to put together a couple of 8-point rides. She just had kind of a messy heat in terms of looking for the best wave, but that backhand hook that produced that 7.5 was solid.
Yeah, that is going to be in the highlight reel for sure. Bianca Buitendag to wrap this heat up. This could be a big victory lap for her. She's up and out. And that's it. Heat 3 now in the books. It's official. Bianca Buitendag driving through into round 3.